Good morning. It's your boy Mac Mean. True story. All stories ain't true, but this one is. Russia warns USA of more explosions for those who try to intervene. What's beef?
Offers showing an explosion in the capital as air raid sirens rang out across.
You know why this is important, y'all? Couple reasons why this is important, man. But this is not a small city right here. This is not something that's small right now. Ain't nothing more important than this right now, probably.
Is our coverage from Lviv.
From the north to the south, Ukraine is under attack. Explosions were heard across the country before sunrise. This photo from the Ukrainian president's office showing an explosion in the capital. As air raid sirens rang out across Kyiv, authorities confirmed Russian troops had crossed the border into the country. This video from Ukraine's border guard showing military tanks.
This is like them coming over Mexico or coming from Canada down this way.
Rolling into Ukraine along its northern.
And yes, it is on. Good morning. Better appreciate what you got out here, man. Whatever little bit you think you got, you better appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And God bless those people that's over there. My little sister's husband is from the Ukraine. I don't know much about Ukraine, but I know that that's her husband. Illegally, my blood sister is married to a Ukrainian man. That didn't have nothing to do with this. You feel me? But there are a lot of people that you probably know that got people that's out there. The point is that this could lead to something with us, period.
Border with Belarus. Vladimir Putin delivered.
Or more accurately, I think it is going to lead to something with us.
This ominous message, seemingly the first explosions was reported.
Circumstances require
Listen to this man very carefully.
firm and immediate action from us. I decided to conduct a special military operation.
Кто бы ни пытался помешать,
Anyone who tries to stop us and threaten our country and people should know Russia's response will be immediate and lead to consequences you have never faced in your history.
You see that? That's worse than what your man Kim Jong-un used to be saying. He's saying basically that word immediate is the word that make me pay attention.
Response will be
What's up, Shagwell? Putin not playing, neither is we. We not playing either. Trust me, we ain't playing either. We ain't playing. And neither is they. And that's what the problem is. It would be a good thing if one of us was playing right now, but we not playing. Trust me.
immediate and lead to consequences.
Listen to that again. This is Vladimir Putin.
Ominous message, seemingly the first explosions was reported.
обстоятельства требуют от нас решительности.
Circumstances
And trust me when I tell you, this is all about money and power. Money and power. They want the USSR back. That's what they want. You feel me?
require firm and immediate action from.
Before we go any further with this, let me show y'all something I bumped into. And this is somebody that's giving us an explanation of what's going on. It takes 4 minutes for this. You know what I'm saying? But they do give an explanation. All right. Let's look at this real quick. For those that don't know, let's educate people.
First, it's important to look at what events have led up to this conflict. It started back in 1922 with the creation of the Soviet Union, which was a union of 15 Republican states. Then, in 1922,
Hold up. Let's start this one more time.
with the
1922, when the USSR was formed.
creation of the Soviet
When we was
Union,
younger, that's all we knew. USSR.
which was a union of 15 Republican states. Then, in 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed due to a variety of political and economic reasons. On August 24th of 1991, Ukraine declared its independence and has since distanced itself from its Russian imperial legacy to ultimately gain closer ties.
So Ukraine seen that Russia was falling. USSR was falling, and they claimed their independence.
With the West and pursue democracy. Since their independence, there have been two revolutions in Ukraine, one in 2005 and 2014. Both times, protesters rejected Russian supremacy and sought to join the European Union and NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. In the most recent revolution in 2014, the Ukrainian president at the time, Viktor Yanukovych, rejected an association agreement with the European.
Yeah, I doubt if y'all want to know the history of that. Y'all go look at that yourself. Let's look at the threats. Let's look at the threats. It's threats, pimp. Vladimir Putin. Trust me, whatever you thinking is important ain't gonna be important after this.
I decided to conduct a special military operation.
Кто бы ни пытался помешать,
Anyone who tries to stop us and threaten our country and people should know Russia's response will be immediate and lead to consequences you have never faced in your history. We are ready for any outcome.
вы в своей истории.
The Russian president who called on Ukrainian troops to lay down their
And your man Biden is a whole fool, man.
arms addressed his nation just before 6 a.m. as the United Nations Security Council held an emergency.
Russia has the manpower, plus with China back in the U.S. wants no smoke. It would take all of Europe and the U.S. to beat them, and I don't see it happening.
Meeting at the request of Ukraine.
I have only one symptom.
People been saying that for years, but one thing that you don't understand is that the United States is not one thing. When have you ever, you know what I'm saying? Like America is a corporation. America is not a country. You understand what I'm saying? Russians are just as invested in the USA than they are anywhere else in the world. Trust me when I tell you.
To say from the bottom of my heart,
Hit the like button. It's too early for all this Puto work y'all got going on.
President Putin, stop your troops from attacking the Ukraine. Give peace a chance.
But it was too late.
This is like think about this, right? This is like if we once upon a time owned Mexico. This is like Biden, like, you know what? We want Mexico back. And we running up in Mexico. That's basically what Russia is doing with the Ukraine. It's taking a piece of something it already had that claimed its independency back then. You know what I'm saying? Now they're like, we need that. We need that.
As morning broke, Ukraine's president declared martial law in the country.
Dear Ukrainians, this morning President Putin announced a special military operation in the Donbass. Russia has carried out strikes on our military infrastructure and border guards. We need each of you to become.
Basically ran up in their country. That's like them being up in Texas by now. You know what I'm saying? Or New York. You feel me? They came across the borders. All right? And they smacking anything that they know that got military bases or what they know. They hitting those places.
If
Hit that like button.
possible, stay at home.
I woke up and heard a series of shots. I rushed to the balcony and realized they weren't fireworks. People were running on the street.
Ukrainian tanks were deployed across the country as the nation's leader pledged to take any assault
This is Harlem. They up in Harlem.
head on. President Biden also confirming the US will coordinate with its NATO allies to ensure a strong and united response, releasing a statement saying President Putin had chosen a premeditated war and that Russia alone is responsible
It's not premeditated. Been warning them for a while. You know what I'm saying? We need this.
for the attack. Tens of thousands of Russian and Russian-backed troops are already in the eastern Ukraine regions of Donetsk and Luhansk,
Look at that.
but many more are stationed in Crimea in the south and across the border.
Yo, look at that. They got this thing surrounded, Playboy. Surrounded. They went to the bottom, came all up in there. They position everywhere, except for these. What countries is these right here that won't let them in? I gotta figure that out. I gotta look at the map real quick. What countries is that? Because they all on this side. We gotta figure this out.
Border in Belarus, north of the capital. Reports of explosions have been recorded in
Look at that.
at least 5 Ukrainian cities, including
That's
the
Poland. And this is a fact. Yeah. When the U.S. been going into countries for years, now they want to talk. Yeah. Cloud9 in the building. Russia versus the far right. Latin America versus the far right. Rest in peace. Nazis, go back to Europe. Ha. Back to Africa. Cloud9 is back. President Biden need to leave that shit alone. Okay, we leave that alone, and what's next? What's next? They tell us, you know what I'm saying, like, mind our business, and we just mind our business like that. When we the ones that brought them democracy in 1991, so you so-called save somebody, right? And then you leave them out there. I mean, like, I you know, I'm one to say, mind your business too. But you gotta think, and war is different. Free to Cuddy, free to Cuddy. U.S. can spread that money on housing for people here. They don't have housing. Yeah, we never know how to mind our business. We always running up in somebody's country, violating, calling ourselves, giving them democracy. But at the end of the day, I'm with America. I'm with America. All right.
Capital.
Cloud9, you gonna be good, bro? Come on, man. Come on, show your camera real quick. I'm not gonna put you in. We in the backstage. They can't see you. Make sure this is my dude. All right, there you go. All right, you can get off camera. What's up, Cloud?
Man, I woke up to the 40. What we got? They got 40 Ukrainian troops and 10 civilians killed. It's just starting off.
Just starting. It's just sparking. Yo, you think let me ask you something. All trolls should decide. You think the United States should mind their business right now?
Well, I think this is deeper than that. They know they can't mind. They know they're gonna have to because they are part of that Roman Empire. The Mongolian Empire, if you look it up, stretched all the way damn near to Poland. The Mongolian Empire actually stretched through the Siberia Sea, through Alaska, down to the Americas with the Mayans and the Aztecs. You know what I'm saying? So that this is inevitable smoke, man. The Roman Empire, what they did to the Mongols is just payback. So China and Russia's up now. I mean, this shit is gonna get real bloody, man.
Hold on, let me share something. Let me show the people the Mongolian Empire and how far it stretched. Niggas might not know. Hold on for a second. Boom. Look at that, people. Damn. Damn. That shit, I ain't gonna lie. That shit, they had the whole Russia, damn near the Saudi Arabia. They went into the Arabian Peninsula. Wow. You see how big that is?
Yeah. And that is a standard map of that now. They hardly ever show about the Eskimos. Eskimos are part of that Mongolian Empire too. They're actually Mongolian and Russian. Eskimos are. They're not gonna show that much. I noticed I don't be saying that. They never mention that. Because if they did, I mean, the only people that acknowledge stuff like that is maybe actually Mongolia. I don't know. But like I said, man, that's some sensitive shit. Because what they did to them damn Native Indians, man.
Yeah, they call that the chickens coming home to roost. You know what I'm saying? And what somebody said about to get ready nasty, it's about to get really nasty. World War III about to jump off. I mean, dude, there's a lot of times where it looked like World War III was about to pop off, but it didn't pop off. You know what I'm saying? And this is not the first country to threaten us. China been threatening us. You know what I'm saying? North Korea been threatening us. You feel me? So it don't mean that. It mean that this is what they put in the news, and it might be a whole different play. At the end of the day, we only know what we've seen on the news. It might be a whole different play set up at the end of the day. Yo, Cloud, I'm gonna get you off for a second. I'm gonna bring somebody else up. All right, bro?
All right, bro.
Salute. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something, right? If y'all think that World War III can't pop off because of this, then you bugging. You gotta be bugging.
Ukraine's airports have also been targeted. The Ukrainian airspace is now closed to commercial flights as shelling continues dangerously near the homes of residents. Ukrainians making a last-minute dash out of the country could have a long journey ahead of them.
And Isabella Higgins is live for us in the city of Lviv in the west of Ukraine. Isabella, many of those people we just saw fleeing the capital are heading to where you are. Is anywhere in Ukraine safe from attack?
Hit that like button. Let's go with that. Get good with that, y'all. Get good with that. Let's go good right now. You gotta get real good around here. I need the like button to go up. Yeah, we're doing it for the likes. All for the like. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button, people. Wrenches. The wrenches. All right, y'all keep going with the likes. All right, here we go.
Well, Juanita, that's very hard to say. Russia is obviously an incredibly powerful military force. We know that there are tens of thousands of troops on the eastern, northern and southern borders of this country. That's air, ground and sea forces. So while people are making their way here to the west of the country, which feels safer, that includes diplomatic staff, there are reports of shelling in this region, not far from where I am here in Lviv. And certainly in this city, there are residents who are taking their own precautions, who are making preparations. There are very long lines for ATMs here as people try to get cash out. We're hearing about residents who are doing emergency fire.
Other countries be way more prepared for war than we are. You don't hear them crying. You don't hear nothing going on. I mean, we know what we see. I know. Let them send a missile off in the middle of New York. We gonna scatter.
Arms training to try and protect themselves, and we also are seeing that there are already long lines at the Polish border. So it seems those that can leave Ukraine are choosing to do so.
Isabella, thank you. We'll come back to you shortly. When the first explosions started ringing out across Ukraine, one of our correspondents, Nick Dole, was on the ground in Kiev.
We're right in the heart of the Ukrainian capital, and you can probably hear that air raid siren ringing out across the city. It's the first time we've heard that. Within about 10 minutes of Vladimir Putin's speech, you could hear some explosions. We heard about...
I should give Cloud a motherfucking wrench so everybody could be mad.
4 or 5 in the first hour, and then another big one about an hour later. There is generally a sense of...
Yeah, they do have more troops than we do. I did a video on this before, speaking about the number of the troops that they really got and stuff.
Here, but we are hearing warnings now for people to bunker in. There are shelters underneath the metro here. The city has some of the deepest metros in the world. They were built by the Soviets to withstand a US strike. So people are now having to make those decisions. Do they seek shelter, or do they try to get out of the city altogether? Now,
are you prepared to get out the city? Where your kids at? Where your mother at? Are you prepared to scramble? Some of y'all ain't prepared to leave the country. Some of y'all don't got a passport. Don't you know that if you on your ID, if you don't have a star in your passport, you can't travel? Did you get your new passport yet? Did you get your new ID yet? Because as it stands, them IDs that y'all got in your pocket, it's not, you can't travel with those. All my people that's in New York. You think there ain't no military bases in New York? You think they all in the Midwest? Notice they didn't go to the middle of their country. They hit the outside of the country. They went to the outside and smacked everything on the outside. You feel me? And just in case you don't understand how big the Ukraine is, let me look it up. How big is the Ukraine? Just, you know what I mean? Ukraine comparison to the United States. Okay. It's not that big. They do have a picture here. All right, let me share this with you. It's about the size of California and Texas put together. They ain't have far to go to hit the whole border. Go look at Mr. X. America has more civilians with guns than some armies in the world, but we don't have no defense for missiles dropping on us. And we're on top of the army, right? And the world, number one armies in the world. Okay. Read that, y'all. Hey, I ain't trying to scare y'all. I'm just asking you, you know, like, can you go, like with me, I got kids, you know what I'm saying, in mad different states. You feel me? You wrong about that, Cloud. Trump would have regulated this. Trump would have finessed this way better than what old boy did. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it 100, man. Gotta keep it real, bro.
Space is closed now, so it's going to have to be by road, and with Russia surrounding much of Ukraine, people are going to be heading mostly west to Poland. So a very difficult...
Okay, so that's why they ain't on that side. They're giving them an opportunity for the refugees to get up out of there. Let me ask you something. For all your people down south, is Mexico going to let you in? And all your people up top, is Canada letting y'all in? Who's Canada with? Canada don't want no smoke.
Situation.
Canada's soft anyway. If pressure come down to Canada, Canada gonna open them borders up. They ain't gonna have no choice.
For many Ukrainians waking up, there's been a lot of anxiety over the last few weeks about exactly what Russian strike might like. But for many Ukrainians, they're...
Nah, I disagree. Clout. Other countries don't even let their civilians have guns. This is a fact. Some countries don't. Hit the like button on the way in.
Worst fears are now being realized.
I tell you what, just in case, you know, like this ain't no conspiracy theory. This is real life happening right now. Just in case you need to talk to your baby mamas or whoever's important in you and start to put your money together and get a plan together as far as like where y'all could go just in case shit hit the fan. Now, if you don't understand what they're going to hit, if they do hit something, they ain't got, for people that think that Russia and China don't got the capabilities to hit the United States, you're bugging. They said that with the ARAP. You never know with the whole 9/11 situation, whatever. You don't know who's planning in this country already for years. I read a lot of espionage books. Good morning, Sonny Blanco. Good morning, Shep. Good morning, Lanice. I read a lot of books. A lot of espionage books. Espionage is like war games and stuff like that. And trust me, this don't be, when they say premeditated, they're not talking about in the last 2 weeks. They talking about premeditated for probably the last 20 years. The Ukraine gained this independence in 91. You got to think about that. It's like if we had Mexico and Mexico decides to make their own country and we're trying to, but they're protected by Russia. You know what I'm saying? We like, yo, later for Russia, we need this back. You know what I'm saying? And we telling them for years and years, yo, we need that back. The people who's riding against that, you know what I'm saying? So they decided to go up in there. And by the looks of it, they didn't have no resistance. They walked right up in there. Now, Russia is, I mean, Ukraine is supposed to be managed by democracy, aka United States and NATO. Where the fuck is they at? They been knew that they was gonna walk up in there. They can't stop it. So the people that saying that Russia has more capabilities, even without China, they have more capabilities alone.
Nick Dole reported.
I know. I did my homework.
From Kiev. The streets of the capital appear a bit quieter now. These are live.
Thank you, Christopher. Thank you. We only let these fools know what we want them to know. And whose side am I on? I'm on the side of America. Straight up. I'm not going to say I don't give a fuck about nobody, but I'm on the side of the country that I'm in. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw. This is who I'm with.
Pictures of the city where it's just past 10 in the morning.
Anything else is treason, man.
And -3 degrees. While Russian tanks
Look at
were
them,
rolling.
look at people trying to get out the country. You feel me? That waited too late. Question is, again, is Mexico letting you in or is Canada letting you in? Because, I mean, that's the only place y'all got to go. You got to get through Mexico. Why you think Mexico, the cartel, is the biggest distribution company known to mankind? Because they control the borders. Yeah, we do have borders, but they control the distribution game. They know how to get past the borders. You feel me? Now, all we need is the Russians to get down with the cartel, finance the cartel, boom. And they'll easily come up here. That's considering they're not in here already. The only thing that we got working for us, right? The only thing that we really got working for us is that America as a corporation, all of these countries are invested into America, the homeland. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them live here too. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you think that they consider civilians when they think about war? Nah, they thinking about money and power. Money and power. Casualties is nothing. Even if I have to be, play the who could pitch the furthest game with you, at the end of the day, if I have the power to push the button and my country's going to follow and I'm a madman, then we're going to go into a mad time if somebody don't back down. I don't feel that the United States should back down. You feel me? If that's the case, in 91, they shouldn't have intervened. Jew man, I see you. Salute, bro. Mexico is not letting that happen. Let me tell you something. Mexico can't even control the cartels. The cartels are in bed. The cartels is in bed with the politicians. So what's the difference, Michael? You know what I'm saying? What's the difference? They in bed with them. They in bed with them. They ain't bad. How much for what? X. They ain't bad. For the war? For everything. When you run up in somebody's country, what happens? You take all their shit. That was the whole thing in Iraq. You remember Jarhead? What was they doing in Jarhead? In Jarhead, they was jacking jewels and all that. They was like taking gold and they had a certain amount of money. They knew where it was at. It was an open season once they fell, once the Arabs fell, once the Saddam Hussein, you feel me? I think in Iraq, they ran up in there and took everything. What do you think they do when they take over your country? See, Americans say that they bring democracy. What's democracy? What does democracy look like? Democracy look like some kid sipping a macchiato in DC somewhere, playing war games, pressing buttons, and a drone is taking out a village. And they say, good job. Come on, man. You can't act like we ain't create murderers. You can't act like wars, you know what I'm saying? Like it's pretty. It's not. They show us what they want us to see. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more that we don't know about. So I'm telling y'all, man, if you got some bread, y'all got some plans, things that movement that you can make happen. Sometimes, stacking money ain't going to mean nothing if you can't use it. I told people that before inflation hit, I said, look at the price of gas. Look at the price of your bread. Look at the price of your milk. I monitor stuff like that. You notice how you used to go to the store and spend $200 and come home with a bunch of bags, and now you spend $200, you be lucky if you get half of this shit, because some things even doubled in prices. That's inflation. This is a word to y'all, but I'm telling you how the word reflects and how the word affects you. When you go to the supermarket and all you got is $100, but you know I can spend this $100, it's gonna last me for 2 weeks, but now you go to the store and that $100 don't last you a week, nigga, you're gonna feel the difference. You're gonna feel the difference. It's all a part of the money game. That's why cryptocurrency is so popular. All of this was predicted. All of this stuff is happening right now. This is about power right now and positioning. What do they gain by getting the Ukraine? Next, Poland or whoever else is around it. Whatever countries that formed the USSR as we knew it back in the days. America used to be scared to death, especially during the Cuban the missile crisis and all that shit. Shook. Russia's been the boogeyman forever. You feel me? They powerful already as Russia. Forming the USSR is a position play, it's a power play. That's all it is.
Across the border, Joe Biden was working the phones with world leaders. He briefed Ukraine's president.
I can imagine the airports prior to this.
On the United States' next moves.
Ain't nobody worrying about no COVID. They worrying about, you know what I'm saying, living. Look at the cities they bombed. They bombed all the cities around the border. Anything on the outsides. What's on the outsides of our country? Miami. Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, New York, California. You know what I'm saying?
Diplomatic efforts failed to stop Putin in his tracks. Here's North America correspondent Jade McMillan.
The UN Security Council hoped war could be averted.
War games. Y'all know about Pearl Harbor when they smacked Pearl. You know what they found in a lot of those planes? They found these little red pills. They was meth pills. You feel me? Meth. Have you ever seen a meth head? You ever seen Breaking Bad? What a meth head would do when you give them some meth? Now imagine if you're giving somebody something that they think is aspirin or something that they think is they don't know what you're giving them. Just like all them experiments they be doing in jail and in the military. They take that medicine, they tell you that it's ibuprofen, but really it's some other shit. They found little red pills in these tin cans. Like what's those things called? The breath mints that you eat. Whatever those breath mints is in those little tin cans, they found little red beans in them joints. They was meth pills. Meth pills. Those wasn't just no patriots. Those wasn't no niggas that was that believed in their country and shit. Those are niggas that got meth. Just like the niggas that ran into the building was on meth pills, nigga, or something even worse. Mind control pills and shit like that. Trust me. When I first started investing in stocks, I ran into this company called Vaxor, right? And one of my subs is the ones that put me onto it, right? So he also gave me some information on how they was building their technology. It was fucking nanotechnology that they was putting into the vaccine. Yo, I can't make this shit up, man. Vaxart. Vaxart. The boy made bags off of it and told me about it. And I started looking at the company and what they was doing. When you see documentaries on this shit, and when they tell you that they're putting nanotechnology in you that's changing your genetics, and you like, oh yeah, right. Nigga, read a book, like go to the source, man. Look at something besides NBC News and all that. This is something else. This is the French news I'm looking at, something like that. Yo, man, when I seen what they was doing, and I actually seen the you know what I'm saying, how small it was in comparison to a pinhead. Oh, bro, y'all don't even know. You don't even understand. I digress from the point. The point is that I've seen those drugs, right? And I've seen what they predicted effects will be in people. You feel me? Just like those red pills they found in the kamikazes planes, that the ones that didn't explode all the way, they were supposed to get rid of it. They all took them pills at the same time and went and bombed them buildings. Once it took effect, they was on go. Look at Breaking Bad. I'm telling you, man. Look at a meth head, what a meth head do. And back then, 1945, they was dealing with that pure. It was red, like beet red. You crushed the pills up. It was like red pop. I'm talking about so red that if you put water in it, you probably could stain somebody's skin. So imagine what it was doing to the insides. It put them on go, and they was like, let's go. How else in a million years would you have a bunch of pilots just bomb the, you know what I mean? And what was our response when people thought that China was bad? I mean, excuse me, not China, Japan. When they thought that Japan was bad and they was scared the country was doing all this shit, like talking about it, because back then they would be on the radios blogging about it. You feel me? Giving people the updates. It was all radio. America went back and said, boom, boom. Ants with sledgehammers. You feel me? Elmer Fudd in the house with a big ass bazooka trying to shoot a fucking butterfly. Boom, just bugging. That was Nagasaki and Hiroshima. That's right, Nagasaki. Nigggasaki. I got a song called Nagasaki. Check it out. It's up on YouTube. Nagasaki, Nagasaki. It's about bombs. The only thing that's important, man, is what like honestly, you gotta look at it like this. America is not just us that's out here. America is also all the countries that we ran up in and called ourselves giving them democracy. That's the chickens coming home to roost. You feel me? But let's not make no mistake about it. I'm a motherfucking American. You understand me? If we had to go pick up a gun right now fighting for my country, some of you niggas would shoot me. Some of you niggas would shoot me. Now I can see that Africa, who ain't invading nobody. Whenever you ever heard about Africa invading anybody in history? Anybody. I was in Ukraine from December 2014 to March 2015, Mac. And what was your salute? Salute. My sister's husband is from the Ukraine. We don't really talk like that. Like his, you know what I'm saying? His name is Roman. But that's where his family is at and stuff like that. I wonder how they're doing. I got to reach out to her because we don't really kick it like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's my sister and that's her family. So, you know, I care about them. You know, my grandfather, he fought World War I and II. He told me a lot of those stories. He told you the part where Americans was going out there and bugging, experimental killings and all that. They were talking about everything that Hitler was doing. Meanwhile, America is responsible for some crazy programs too. Salute you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. I'm American, nigga. That's it. Point blank, period. And I'm a Trump supporter, Cloud. Better watch. Put some respect on my man's name. Big Trump supporter. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you something. If you already didn't like me, I'm gonna do two things for y'all. I'm gonna do one thing for my boy Alan, and I'm gonna do one thing for the haters. If you didn't like me before, oh boy. If you didn't like me before, here's a reason to hate me, motherfucker. You feel me? Bring the Trump back. Bring the Trump back. Where's my nigga Trump when you need him? You don't want to talk? I got a black Make America Great hat in it. We do need to make America great again. Niggas want to threaten us. You niggas want to threaten us? Fuck it. Let's go. Because we got that work. America got that work. America got that work. We got that work. We've been putting it down for a long time, Holmes. For a long time. And your man talking about, you know what I'm saying? We have not seen the response. Historically, we have not seen the type of response they're going to respond with. My response, bring the smoke, bro. And the Bible thumpers that think that just because all this is happening, you know what I'm saying? That this is a sign that Jesus is coming and all that, man. Listen, let me tell you something, man. When God spun this world, he put a powerful spin on it. Shit is going to keep on going on. Propaganda is going to keep on getting spread. Countries going to keep on running up in countries. This ain't the first time, man. Nigga said, fuck Russia. That's right. Fuck Russia and fuck China. Anton, you right. See, what Trump was trying to do was run up in China while Biden and them wanted to take the power and the props for it. We wanted to run up in China. I'm going to tell you why we wanted to run up in China. Stay woke. Who do we owe all our money to? We only in debt to China. We are in debt to China. China took we in debt to China. Look it up. Guess what? If we would have ran up in China when we were supposed to, instead of everybody talking this dumb shit, right? If we would have ran up in China like we were supposed to, we wouldn't have had no more debt, and we would have had China. Hello. And who would fucking Russia have? When was America great? During Obama administration, during Clinton administration, Bush administration? When was it great? Yeah, I don't know neither. I think it's just a good slogan. Wish I could bring pun back. Nah, we don't owe everybody. I can look it up for you. You heard, Rico? You already know. I can look it up. But don't matter. The point is that if we would have took China and smacked them when COVID started, like you know what I'm saying? If we would have made that happen, we wouldn't have been getting threatened by no Russia, because we'd have been right next door to them. The shit pointing to their head. They got sniper rifles on us, but we would have had handguns on each one of these niggas' head. Having China. You feel me? China was building cities up right up under our nose. That I'm talking about cities. Look at this right here. Y'all stupid as fuck. If you a stupid puto, get the fuck out of here. Because I'm going to show y'all something right here. And watch the date on this goofy fuck. China ghost cities. I was looking at documentaries on this shit a while ago. What is this? Why they building whole New Yorks out here? Pay attention, dumb fucks. You fucking pieces of shit. Look at this. Why would they build a whole city in a place that's almost inhabitable? Meaning that you got to be an Eskimo, like Cloud9 said, in order to live here. They building this shit for Eskimos. Look at this, you stupid putos. Even the smart ones, you're stupid as fuck. Yeah. Unless you got a hat like this. Trump 2024, baby. Okay. Now we talking. But let's go. Wait. Let me just look at the date on this. Wow, January 3rd, 2020. I seen this shit like in 2018 when they started this shit. Check this out, puto. Everybody stop typing for a second and pay attention. Stop typing for 1 second. Stop typing. There we go. Everybody calm down. Calm the fuck down. All right? And look at this shit. Am I bugging? Am I bugging, though? This ain't a whole city right here. It's fucking Manhattan, bro. Why was they building this shit back then? Back then. They was in bed with Russia. Trump seen that. He started putting tariffs on China. Bro, y'all didn't see Trump put the tariffs on China and said, fuck y'all. Y'all don't want to let Americans over there? Black people? Y'all being racist? Trump was with the shit. He jumped in bed with Putin. Nah, it was a power play, bro. Politics, my nigga. Why would I go bomb my homie's country? Huh? Fuck the people. It's my man.
In today's episode, we're in China to explore the single largest abandoned location.
You got a lot of questions about everything, but my question is, why was these cities being built? This ain't just one. This ain't one. This ain't one. What y'all think about this hat, man?
We've ever seen, the Xiangyun International Project.
Pay attention.
The development spans over 1,800 acres and is comprised of a residential district and an entertainment district. The entertainment district, which was set to contain a theme park, water park, hotels, shops, and restaurants, will be the focus of our exploration. In 2014, the project was derailed when the head developer was taken away to be investigated for corruption. With over $1.4 billion in debt and no leader at the helm, the development.
Who provided Akon with the lights to light up the whole Africa? China.
The development was seized by local authorities. Thousands of people who had paid up front for their residential units were now left in limbo. Not much has changed since then, and the structures are beginning to show signs of neglect and deterioration. Now, we're venturing inside to see this monumental ghost city for ourselves.
The best comment that I've seen so far. Best comment I've seen so far. And not the one y'all looking at. I'm talking about the one that Hassan Campbell has better hats than me. Facts. Look at this, bro. How about we look at let me show you what I originally seen. So you putos understand. So you understand the old. Look at this right here. Look at this, puto.
Exactly.
You see what type of commercials come up on my TV, man? Shows you a lot about me.
Currently earning. So as you see right over here on my
look at that analytics. The thing I like to show y'all. Y'all just putos though. Hit the like button. What are we doing with the like button? Y'all just disrespecting my whole. Nah. Make that thing go up to 50 real quick before I show y'all this entire city. Look at this. Nobody lives out here. Nobody lives out here, man. You seen that shit? Look at this city. But I need y'all to hit that like button. Or your cat gonna die. I got time. I'll wait. I see dudes do 5-hour lives. I got at least an hour and a half. This is incredible. When I first seen this city, right? And this was a while ago. This is years ago. I started seeing them build these cities. And I'm wondering, what was the purpose of them building these big ass cities up that people can't even live in? Like nobody's buying these fucking big ass buildings. But I realized that people were buying the buildings. You feel me? All you gotta do is follow the money. If you want to understand war, follow the money. What do they got to gain by getting to Ukraine? Look at what's next to Ukraine. And look at what's next to Ukraine. It's just starting, bro. Go ahead, keep on hitting that like button, y'all. Make it go up to 50. I'm not gonna press this until y'all go up to 50. I'll tell you what, it's better to look at my green. I'll go look at this hat until y'all get it up to 50. It's couture. You know what I'm saying? This ostrich ass, 100%. Talking about Hassan Campbell hats is better than mine. Never. You ain't never seen him rock no ostrich ass. You know what I'm saying? The other hat I had the other day was zebra neck. My mother had a velvet wig and leather sideburns. You understand me? Y'all definitely got to hit that like button because I'm not going to do too much tonight. Okay, so you are saying these cities are for Russians to live in after they invade the Ukraine? I'm saying that there's cities that's there just in case anything. You know what I mean? You feel me? That's a relocation. Why be a refugee when you can create a whole nother city that they might not bomb? Because they don't care about it. They think it's insignificant. But if you already got the win in your head, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's going to happen, and it might take a couple people out. That's the best way to build up, is by having things already laid down as far as foundation. And look at where they're positioned at. The hardest places for any country invading to get to, just like where all our military shit is in the middle. Said y'all niggas forgot Jim, huh? Might forget about no Jim. Hit that like button, putos. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, including you, Jim. Puto. I never knew the dude name was Vladimir Putin. I always thought it was Vladimir Puto. Okay, we got a couple ops in the building. It's okay.
The globe, the Chinese government.
Bing, 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 bing. Robbie gets the prize. Bing, 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 bing. Look at this city. Do you see? Look at this. Let me show y'all something, right? There's grass growing on this shit, man. This is not the first. This is not the first city that they built. This is the biggest one, though.
Took action swiftly with a massive stimulus package, which just didn't help stabilize and revive the Chinese economy. It became a lifeline.
Yo, that was a good play by Trump. Let's not play. Let's not play the politics game. Hit that like button, man. That was a good play. I'd use their asses too. You know what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because you got to trick black people into the truth.
To the world. With a country building a city the size of Chicago every year, sometimes things always don't go as planned. This.
Hold up, though. Did y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that. They're mass producing these cities. Look at this. Look at this. This is a beam. This is a beam. This is a beam. That's a beam. 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 All these is beams on top of these buildings, bro. In the United States, we build one building. It takes 2-3 years to build one building. They building a city up in a year. Damn, man. A city. You gotta hit my inbox on Instagram at the real Mac Mean. I got zebra butt too. You know what I'm saying? Alligator jacket with the tail attached. They got studs at the end of the ass. I mean the tail. Excuse me.
The size of Chicago every year, sometimes things always don't go as planned. This is China's largest ghost city.
Listen, man, Chinese, yeah, it is Chinese made. But you know what? If you look at most of these niggas, if you pull the tags out on these motherfuckers, it's going to say made in China too. And they never been to China. since they are Chinese made, I bet those buildings are made like garbage. They have shopping malls collapsing every week. Remember, oh yeah, the buildings definitely might collapse, but look how many there are. Look at the bottom of the screen, y'all. That's like Manhattan, bro. Those are skyscrapers, bro. It don't matter. I trust me when I tell you. I bet they earthquake proof. I bet whatever mistakes they made before, they don't got them no more. And China, the China that I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying? It's technologically advanced, and now agriculturally too. Because guess what? United States don't got a bunch of major exports. People don't look at us they don't look at American made. American made is cheaper to the world than made in China is to us. And made in China is starting to get this name now. Made in China is not synonymous with garbage no more, bro. They got drones coming to take your order for food. You feel me? Everything's QVC. People who's worried about New World Order, a moneyless society and stuff like that. A moneyless society, that's like 10 co-op cities. China's been a moneyless society, man. Hit the like button, man. I'm giving y'all facts, man. I don't know what y'all think this is. Mac mean? Mac nice? Not apocalyptic times, just times for war. Imagine if, like New York gets smacked down, but they got a spot in Delaware, where if your city in New York got smacked down, all you got to do is prove that you was living in New York. You know what I'm saying?
China's most deserted ghost town, Kangbashi, Ordos. Would you ever want to live in a deserted city? We all know China is one of the fastest growing countries in.
Listen, man, it probably took $1 billion to do that, if not more. Even if we feel that they cheap, you know what I'm saying? That might not be the truth.
The world, with new roads and world famous infrastructures rising faster than ever, China.
Look at this. And the mountains. Look, what wars happening over there with nothing but mountains, jungle around you. They building this shit in the middle of a jungle. Wake up, man. Let me say, take a look at the background. All right. Look at the background. You know what? I'm gonna do something special for you putos, because I like y'all. I'm gonna show you something.
Feels beautiful west of Beijing, in the arid deserts in Inner Mongolia, is Ordos, China. A new, infamous city was born. With generous roads and gorgeous infrastructures, this city, built from scratch, shocked the world for something they did not quite have.
It's nasty out here. Remember that. Let me see. All right.
People.
Come on, man. Some of y'all not living this good, man. For a beat up building, look at the top of that building.
This ghost town is called Kangbashi District.
Kangbashi District.
Infamous for its empty streets.
Sound like Harlem.
Abandoned high rises and.
Man, hit that like button, y'all. Look at on every top, on every one of these buildings, there's construction going on to build these buildings up even higher. Skyscrapers. They could have built those buildings low, but you see all the mountains around, man. That's crazy. Yeah, it is what it is.
Deserted homes. The question is, why was Kangbashi
Look at this
called a ghost town? Journalists flocked to Kangbashi from the BBC, Al Jazeera, and highlighted the lack of people living in the city. Statements quickly spread, earning a global reputation with many names: a ghost town, dead city, a failed dystopian. This new city soon gained infamous headlines, showcased not for all the things it already had, but for what it lacked, namely citizens.
From a town in Inner Mongolia where gleaming buildings built with government money stand empty.
Welcome to the city of Ordos, city of the future. But no one's moved in. The city stands empty. This is what Ordos looked like 2 years ago, a city of the future in the middle of nowhere. To our confusion,
look at that. They got digital cities out here too. Everything is futuristic. Everything is green. The whole entire city. You don't want to see a green city? Let me show you something. Let me put you on. It's called Smart City.
Upgrade to 5G at Metro by T-Mobile and get more choices.
Shut up, Puto. Let's get to it. Let's not get scared now. I need y'all to hit that like button before I show y'all this smart city and just how smart it is.
With everything that's been going on the past couple of years, the thought of living in a self-sufficient, environmentally friendly community that's built to be locked down sounds really, really appealing. Well, that's the case for a residential area in the upcoming Chinese city of Xiong'an New Area. Today, we're going to see what this enticing community is all about, especially when it comes to the astonishing eco-living capabilities that are built within. We'll see all of its
Pay attention.
Features and prices. On top of that, we'll also
look at the roofs. Dope.
To explore how this new city was created and
and it's dope.
The mammoth cost. So let's get started. Before we can talk about the green community, we first have to see what the Xiong'an New Area is all about. The idea was first disclosed all the way back in 2017 and will be headed by China's President Xi Jinping. Located in the province of Hebei, the new area.
Let me show you one that's up already. Like. Look at this one in Dubai, which, by the way, was the first place. The first place, you know what I'm saying, to build a whole new, you know, when you know about the world islands, you know. All right, let's play.
So this is the sustainable city, and we regard it as our goal is to have a net zero energy development. So everything you see, first of all, the principal design elements is to reduce the energy intensity of the city. And so if you notice, as we drive through those streets, the orientation of the villas, you know, these villas, they benefit from the shade. We decided to design and to orient all the villas towards the north. So all these villas are north orienting, which means they get a lot of shade and we avoid the sun. Right. And that is so important in this part of the world because otherwise your air conditioning cost is going to go up through the roof. And that's not good for carbon and carbon emissions. Yeah. We also have UV reflective paint, which means you deflect a lot of sunlight and you reduce the thermal heat gain.
Right.
The windows also have tremendous thermal values, and the roof as well.
It's such an attractive place to live. I mean, we're now going past these beautiful ponds.
Yeah, these are the water features. Right. This is actually grey water, and this comes out of our wash basin. This is water from the showers and the washing machine, and we actually treat it. We separate the water which enters the city into two streams. So we have black water and grey water. Right. So what you just saw is the grey water that is treated, and we treat it here in site or on site in the community. and you will see that in a bit. And then we pump it up through that stream, and we have these storage ponds. And all along this farm, we're now driving through the farm, which runs the length of the city. We tap into the grey water system to irrigate the landscape. And we also use the grey water to keep these pads, if you can see those streaks, those streak marks, you know, those pads, we keep them moist with treated grey water. And those are pads that we utilize to cool the biodomes.
Right.
So they actually provide fresh air into the biodomes. And we're going to enter one of those and see what's inside.
Wow. And then this is the thing that I first saw when I arrived, is that all the car park space is shaded with solar panels, which is so sensible.
Yeah, well, 2 points. First of all the cars are assembled. So we wanted to keep the cars away from the clusters, which means when we drove through a cluster, it is completely car-free.
Right.
That's amazing for kids.
I've seen lots of kids playing
Exactly.
around, yeah.
This is their space. The entire cluster is their space. So we have all the cars in one location and under a roof panel. And so we have, in the city, we actually have 10 megawatt peak installed. Let me put that into perspective. That's 40,000 panels, PV panels. So far, we've installed 26,000. And of those 10 megawatt, 3 megawatt come from the parking areas.
Wow.
So that's a lot of electricity.
Yes.
So we can produce 10 megawatt hour of electrical energy, solar energy per day.
Wow.
And this feeds into the grid.
Yeah.
This feeds into the grid because we are grid connected. And then we tap from the grid, we take it back to supply energy in different sections of the city.
Right.
All the services, the cooling pads, the farm, the street lights, the water features, all of that is actually utilizing electricity from the car parks.
Right. Yeah.
So there is one community pool, and this has always been a contentious point about sustainability. But we've designed in such a way. First of all, this is a closed system, so the water is filtered, and we just top it up, replenish it because of evaporation during the summer.
Right.
And we have a very environmentally friendly treatment system as well installed.
Can't make this shit up.
But it's also clearly very popular. It's
That
always
is very popular. I mean, living in Dubai without a pool, at least one pool, is a bit difficult.
All right, I'm pretty sure I got some copyright strikes along the way. Any questions, Putos? Any questions? That's why if something happens to you in Dubai, then you're just lost. Watch the interview with Trump during 9/11 saying his buildings were now the tallest. He could have built that shit back up too. Let me see. Share screen. I almost shared a porno with y'all. Porn bomb myself. You know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about the Mongolian Empire, like Cloud9 was talking about. I gotta do my homework on it though. Gotta do my homework on the Mongolian Empire. Stop sharing that. Wait, with that, they're going to be super ill racists on those zones. That's right. It's a fact. We're good because you're in the middle of nowhere. Homie, I'm half Ming. Word? Is that Chinese? Because Chinese ain't going to be safe. If something pop off, I'm just letting you know. No Chinese is going to be safe. I bet all Chinese restaurants is closing today. And yes, I've read The Art of War. Which one? Which Art of War? Because I read them both. Sun Tzu. Thank you, little Mario. All right. We're going to let this one go. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an update tonight, man. All right? Salute to everybody that pulled up, man. We out.